has a home field advantage. And presented by LIUNA, Laborers Local 663, who remind us to drive safely in work zones. Those folks want to go home to their families as well. Also presented by Bank of Billings. The Bank of Billings established 1889, the oldest bank in Christian County. Doak Propane, for all your propane needs in Polk County and surrounding counties, see the folks at Doak. And Central Bank. Dateline, October 7, 2024 is the 280th day of the year in the calendar. There's 85 days remain until the end of the year. On this date in history, presented by Great Southern Bank. Great Southern Bank with more than 100 locations in 6 states. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters. Member FDIC. In 1913, on this date, the Ford Motor Company introduces the first moving vehicle assembly line. On this date in 1916, Georgia Tech defeats Cumberland University 222-0 in the most lopsided college football game in American history. And in 1936, the 7th place Brooklyn Dodgers fire their manager, Casey Stengel. In 1950, Baseball World Series, the New York Yankees beat the Phillies 5-2 at Yankee Stadium to sweep the series 4-0 for the 13th World Series title in team history. Most valuable player was the New York Yankees second baseman, Jerry Coleman. And 2 years later, on this date, in the World Series, the Yankees beat the Brooklyn Dodgers 4-2 at Ebbets Field in Game 7 to tie their own record of 4 straight World Series. MVP is first baseman Johnny Mize. In 1953, Bill Veeck tells St. Louis Browns stockholders that he faces bankruptcy unless they drop their suit to block his move to Baltimore. They comply, and the Browns move to Baltimore and become the Orioles. On this date, 1984, Walter Payton passes Jim Brown as the NFL career leading rusher. Today's birthdays: 1904, Chuck Klein was born. In 1931, Cotton Fitzsimmons. In 1951, John Cougar Mellencamp. 1973, Priest Holmes. 1976, Charles Woodson. The Royals now down 0-1 to the Yankees. And 2-5 versus the Yankees in 2024. Game 1, Michael Massey and MJ Melendez collect 2 hits, and Melendez and Garrett Hampson, each with 2 RBIs. Yuri Gurriel becomes only the second player over 40 to score 3 runs in a playoff game, joining Enos Slaughter, who did it in the 1946 World Series. Vinny, Bobby, and Salvi were 1 for 14. But the Yankees get a home run, 2 RBIs from leadoff hitter Gleyber Torres, and Austin Wells had 2 RBIs, and Mike Kawaka only able to go 4 innings, giving up 3 runs. Juan Soto gets 3 hits and throws out Salvador Perez at the plate, and the Yankees win 6-5. The 2 MVP candidates, Bobby Witt Jr. and Aaron Judge, they combined to go 0 for 9 in the series. Today, Cole Ragans, who's 11-9 with a 3.14 ERA, squares off against Carlos Rodon, who is 16-9 with a 3.96 ERA. Reagan's last game against New York was a no decision, but a good outing. 6 innings, 2 runs on 3 hits, but he did give up a home run to Juan Soto in a 4-3 loss in 11 innings. Chris Bubich went 1 1/3, and despite not giving up an earned run, does get the loss. We'll take a quick timeout and back with more after these messages.
I'll have the avocado toast minus the avocado.
So, toast.
Yeah. Everything is so expensive these days.
Hey, Chevy gets it. That's why they're keeping prices down to earth, like on the most affordable EV in America. A super strong and capable Chevy truck.
And a high-tech Chevy SUV.
Why is Chevy making affordable vehicles connected by OnStar? It's so together we can do more.
We believe banking should make your life greater. It starts with affordable options to meet today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it and wherever you're headed. Most of all, it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great convenience, great support for life. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Be great.
Participate! What a weekend in college football. Vanderbilt's stunning upset of number 1 Alabama that led DeCray's fans marching the goalpost through the streets of Nashville and dumping them in the Cumberland River. And Saturday proved to be one of the wildest days in the AP poll in years. 4 teams ranked in the top 11 in the latest poll were upset by unranked teams on Saturday for the first time. That happened on a single day since the topsy-turvy 2007 season that ended with LSU becoming the only 2-loss champion in the BCS or college football playoff era. What looked on paper to be a calm day with only one matchup between ranked teams turned out to be anything but calm. Number 1 Alabama, number 4 Tennessee, number 10 Michigan, and number 11 Southern California all losing to unranked teams. This marked the first time 2 SEC teams ranked in the top 5 lost to unranked conference opponents on the same day, and it was the first time since September 9th, 2007 that 4 teams ranked in the top 11 lost to unranked teams on the same day. Vanderbilt got it started in surprising fashion by knocking off the Crimson Tide 40-35 just a week after Alabama vaulted into the top spot in the poll with that 41-34 win over Georgia. The Commodores had been 0 for 60 against top teams ranked in the top 5, according to SportTrader, which was the most games for any team that had lost every game against a top 5 team. Temple now takes over that title with an 0-25 record. The upsets and thrilling games were far from over. The Volunteers were the next highest ranked team to go down when Malachi Singleton scored on an 11-yard run with 1:17 remaining to lift Arkansas to a 19-14 win at home. Tennessee still had a chance, and they drove all the way to the Arkansas 20, but Nico Lamaliva was pushed out of bounds on 4th and 5 at the 16 as time expired, and Arkansas fans immediately stormed the field. Washington beat Michigan 27-17 in a national championship rematch that was missing both coaches from the title game and most of the key players. The loss snapped Michigan's 24-game Big Ten regular season winning streak. The Wolverines had not suffered a Big Ten loss since falling at Michigan State on October 30th of 2021. Minnesota then knocked off USC when Max Brosmer powered into the end zone for a 4th and goal from the 1 with 56 seconds left for a 24-17 win. The officials on the field ruled him short, but the replay review resulted in a reversal, and the entire stadium knew what was coming. The game ended when Miller Moss's heave into the end zone was intercepted. The crowd streamed on the field to engulf the Gophers in a raucous celebration, their first victory over the Trojans since 1955. One other top 10 team lost on Saturday with number 9 Missouri, and Mizzou gets blown out at Kyle Field by number 25 Texas A&M, 41-10. In NAIA, Evangel football went to 6-0 with a 43-3 win on homecoming over Avila at Eagles Stadium in Nixa. Evangel with 262 yards on the ground, 130 yards from Eric Williams, and Reed Potts was 11 for 20 for 93 yards passing and 3 touchdowns, while holding Avila to a net of -5 yards rushing. They did have 175 yards passing, but 2 interceptions. The Valor now enter a bye week before welcoming to town Bethany College on the 19th. SBU is 2-3 on the conference, or 2-3 on the season, 1-2 in the conference. They fall 65-24 to Missouri S&T. and we'll be at McKendree on Saturday. Well, it's a big night. It's maybe a blue Monday instead of a red Monday. This game for the Royals tonight against the Yankees is probably more important than the Chiefs taking on New Orleans. I would like to see the numbers when that comes out in Kansas City on who's viewing what game, but it is likely to be the Royals playing New York. So Monday Night Football, Kansas City Chiefs at New Orleans. It's a great Monday. Hey, join us today at Bambino's Italian Cafe at East Sunshine or East Battlefield and Lone Pine. Get there between 11 and 11:30. Food will be served. Coaches will begin speaking at noon. So we hope to see you there. Hope everyone